something happened in this transmission and it's locked between gears.
You are now watching the 2023 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna get right after it. Took the super liner and dropped the bales previously. This is quite the American setup of silage trucking rigs. So, what are we doing today? Got some more baling, some more moving of bales. The wind actually, it's been beautiful. Calves are all out on pasture, looking good. The wind's been consistent all night, so there's actually no dew, and the baler is probably running. So they have quite a lot of feed to bale, quite a lot of hay to bale, for themselves, for Dan, Aaron's father, and for some other people. So we're gonna get after. I think he said we did 170 bales yesterday. At the rate we're going today, probably another 170, 200, maybe more than that. So get this started and get going. Beautiful morning. We'll check that they got water. They're looking good out there. Yeah, things are coming together. We do gotta blow this truck out from some trucking. How's your foot? You didn't like it being taped yesterday. We're gonna have a good day. Loading up. It bothers him a little bit, but it's more he just licks it. Like, it is what it is at this point, right? We're keeping it clean, we're washing it. How's everybody doing today? Change the plans, just swung through Stewart's, got myself breakfast pizza and some drinks for the day. And Aaron called and said, hey, where are you at? So I'm running back up to his father's, which is south of my place. And then I'm gonna grab some pallets. Then you put the hay on top of the pallets so it's not directly sitting on the ground. Keeps the bottoms a lot nicer. So we'll do that and then we'll be over there. Get some pallets. Yes, sir. We got him. Alrighty. Pulling out of here. Tedder's parked there. Dan's got the rake. So I'm sure he's got some raking to do this morning, and then the baler will be down here at some point. Are we gonna make this corner? Probably not. The hay came off, and the neighboring dairy has manure that they need to move, I believe. I believe that's why he backed up. second. Yeah, we got some dirty windows, but. Yep. There goes the Massey. There's a 6,000 gallon tank. I guess they got 2 of those or something. I don't know. Aaron was telling me. Or they bought 2 when they bought the business a few years back. And you don't see many newer Masseys rolling around here, but they are cheaper than a Fendt, and they're still very similar setup, so that works out. Something happened in this transmission, and it's locked between gears. I think I got to pull the top off. I think it popped out, and I've been sitting in the middle of the road, making the manure guy have a hard time. I'm gonna pull myself into the field and pull the tower off and see. Okay, we dragged it out of the road enough that people can drive by. That tanker could cut through that field and around. Yeah, it's in reverse. I've had this happen once before with this truck, but it was like first or something was jammed in and it popped out, or it was stuck, so. It's gotta be that, or it's the high side. So if he pulls some pressure off and I get a pry bar in there, I should be able to pop it back out of the way. Less than ideal, but at least with the old ones you can still work on them. So he's gonna go back at the service truck. That way I can get a pry bar in there. It's because this morning I said we're gonna have a good day. Okay, we gotta just chill out and think about what we're doing. I got in and I'm like, something's not right. It would pull, but it felt like it was still grabbing. Well, when the trailer brakes are still on, then they're still on. I'm driving along, coming up through the field, Isaiah's putting some bales together, and I'm like, what just fell? And I couldn't see anything. You guys fell down in there, and well, you guys were hanging onto the side of the frame rail, so I'm glad I still got you guys, otherwise I would have been wandering around looking. Let's put that cover on. It's good now. Like I said, it happened once before, and it was like first gear was weird. And I don't know, this transmission, it's a 6+1. It's not a great transmission, but it ain't a bad transmission at the same time. For field stuff, it's fine, but for road running, it's not an operator-friendly transmission. So he's grouping up some bales here. We'll pull up, throw that cover on quick. There's 8 bolts or something. Great looking crop. Well, we got all the bales picked up. We're out here, at least in this backfield. We're gonna go up through here and pick up the last bales. And I think that's everything picked up. That's baled. Granted, there's more to be baled at places, I believe. So we got to do some running around. Efficiency. If you push them across the field, then you can group them all together. But eventually you run out of. He's loading these on the front. Back up. Having that transmission issue, they diverted the spreader and he was up here spreading right next home base for them. So I don't know if he spread 1 load or 2 loads. Looks like 1. But yeah, quick little fix. Hopefully it stays good. Baler is back running and we're loading bales right behind him. So it is supposed to rain at some point today, but that doesn't mean the weatherman's at all right. But the back because people have said it's preservative, it's acid. You can spray it on the bale. Wetter bales, it makes it stay even in poor quality or poorer conditions as far as moisture. But the idea is you really don't want to do that because one, it's a cost. Some of the hay that we're moving or that gets baled is organic, so you can't use it on that. And ideally, yeah, it's better if you can get it right down to the right moisture, and then you're good to go. But it's got an option. The other day, when we were at 17%, if it didn't rain, we probably would have let it sit around. But if we knew the rain was really coming, we probably could have put a little bit of preservative on it and kept sending it. Another load coming in, and he's gonna put some in there, some are gonna go in that truck, and then I'm gonna deliver them to dairy we chopped for the other day. So that is ideal. If you can move hay without storing it, I know it's worth more money in the winter, late fall, when everybody's like, oh god, we can't make it. But if you can get it loaded and out, then it's really good. Granted, Aaron's got that. There's quite a bit of hay in there, and there's quite a bit of hay in there. And the baler's running, so Isaiah just left. We got everything picked up here. He's got to go custom bale for a few other people, and then he'll be back at Aaron's father's, Dan's place. First day they got it, so they're out running it. That's a new style Massey. It looks very sharp. Massey's owned by Agco, so Fendt, what was Challenger, Rogator, GSI, Sunflower. We just looked up what all Fendt or Agco owns. Alrighty, we're rolling down. We're gonna run across, go up north a little bit, drop this load of bales, and then probably jump back on the transmission and get that out. And yeah, been a good day so far, coming up on noontime now. John Deere 100 baler. I think we know who that is. I think. Bales are dropped, we're good to go. This is where we were chopping the other day with all the feed. They got their pit covered. Sealed up with some silage around it. Milk truck was here when we came in. I'll go out this way. I did fit through. Nice easy run. I might actually steal Isaiah's truck and go run up, get some tools and some stuff, some supplies that I need. Then we'll work on mine. He's out baling. He's gonna be a while. Hopefully the weather stays together. It's no longer a drying day. The sun's all gone away, but hopefully everybody's dry enough, because there was a lot of first cut down all through here, which keep in mind, some of it is Amish, but this Amish farm that's up here on the right that we saw, they were out mowing alfalfa the other day. It looked like second or third cut alfalfa, and it was prime, and I just went by and they're out there with horses and brown baler, and they're baling up, which granted they're putting it in this tube, and just because they're Amish doesn't mean they got the technology. So this was the dairy here. Very, very sharp place. so you can look right down through. You see the milking barn. We got heifers in there. Tubes out back. They got the sprayer out there. So they got a tube liner and it looks like a 1086 out there on steel wheels. So, alrighty, we'll get going. A lot of first cut. Well. We commandeered Isaiah's dump truck here, and well, we went grocery shopping, went to Tractor Supply, went to Five Guys, and we went to Harbor Freight. So we got all the goods. So we're up here in Amsterdam, we're headed back. I did get Isaiah Five Guys, so I gotta go drop that off. It rained up here like a significant amount. Not right here, but where I just was, the whole road was soaked. So he's got a little bit of showers, sprinkles. So he's hoping he can hammer it out before it gets bad. Well, I think we found the rain. Yeah, hopefully he's all done baling. I think he was done with some of the custom stuff and head to the last field, so hopefully you're done, bud. Yeah, better get going. I guess it hasn't rained down here, but Isaiah's baling on the hill. They're picking up bales right now. He still has half of that, but dropping him some food. Food keeps people going. Does have the hammer down. Here you go, sir. Have a good day. And he's off. Okay, we're over here. Sign's still there. That's good. Appreciate you guys. So this is channel on the left, seedway on the right. This ground's kind of struggling. Clearly it's short, and probably top dressing that or side dressing it probably would have done it better. I'll jump out. You coming out, bud? Just don't play in the road. So yeah, it's got some yellow spots and things like that, but this is the first ground that I got that's actually started tasseling. There's some spots out in it, and the landowner actually went around, mowed all the way down through, and they did widen the pathways down over, which is awesome. So my expectations for about a quarter down up, very low because of the ledge that's in there. This side very low. Maybe we'll end up chopping this side. We'll see how it comes along. Like, it's green, it's got some yellow spots, but not much. So I'm gonna throw this post in over here. We're actually gonna move that probably up to the edge. I did put it further in so nobody would mess with it, but if somebody messes with it now, they mess with it. Then we'll walk some corn. Just see, we haven't been over here. Got the signs, moved it out, put it in. Yeah, so like I said, the front of this right side field, not that impressive. It's definitely lacking both is it phosphorus and magnesium, or I mean phosphorus and potassium and nitrogen based on the leaves. And as you can see, we still got some that got shredded. Yes, we could have come back across and sprayed again. Some people recommended, freaking bugs, beetles. Some people recommended some stuff. You got short and high spots depending on the shale, ledge. But then you come down into here, and yes, this corn got shredded, it grew out of it. And this stuff's good. Like, I left the planter a little too wide here, but this stuff was good. And then, well, you come back up on some ledge here. But pretty much from, and there's spots where I didn't plant. Pretty much from here that way, I'm impressed with. Which is too bad because the road's right there, so everybody comes by and sees it. But it is what it is. At some point, I got to come over here and ride down through the rest of it. I haven't looked at much more than this walking, because as you remember, it drops down. There's multiple fields. It goes around. Because yeah, you walk. Well, look at this. Building an ear, and the deer are in it. So that ain't gonna do very well. I was informed that that's gonna be a struggle here, the deer. So we come into here, and we got some that are starting to build ears. So this is the first, and this stuff's gorgeous. Other than getting hit with the hail, this stuff is where I like it. Like, very, very nice. So we are learning our varieties and what fields are what, but it's starting to tassel out here, and then that will start building ears. We are missing a little bit of something. Nate was explaining all yellow from the inside out, outside in. And as I've said in previous videos, I do not know enough agronomy stuff at this point in my life, but that's what I want to work on. So this stuff will, from the roadside, it looks like we're gonna have a struggle, but once we get into it, it looks much better. So we'll be okay at this point, hopefully. Hopefully the deer don't destroy everything. And I put less fertilizer on here by, I'm trying to think, 10%, a little less than 10%, because my expectations based on the ground. See, standing here, that corn doesn't look anywhere tall, but it starts sloping down, and I'm excited to see down in there at some point. We might not see down in there until we combine it, but yeah, this stuff is what it is. So oh, something got something there. Coyote got something. But alrighty, I'm gonna jump in the truck. We'll head on back. I don't know if we'll get to the transmission. By the time I've got done messing around dealing with some stuff, it gets later and later in the day. And we will be going to Empire Farm Days tomorrow, because Aaron and Isaiah were like, are we going? A bunch of people have asked me, are you going? And I haven't gone probably in 10 years. And they did change locations, which I've heard good things, bad things about the locations, but yeah, it's all part of it. And if you guys do remember, we did do a heavy pass up front on both sides, because, well, you do that so that when people are driving by, they're like, dang, that corn looks good. So putting a heavier pass really didn't help us. Pretty sure we doubled up on the fertilizer up front for a few rows. But I think starter on the planter, liquid for next year, is going to help us quite a bit. Get the plants going a lot sooner. But I'm excited to see that this stuff is tasseling out, starting to tassel, and it will start building ears, and then we can see what we got from there. So it is 90, I don't know about over there. That's like 70% okay, maybe 60%. Over here, between all these fields, from what I've seen, we're like 90% really, really good. And then we got 10% that, yeah, not so bueno. Alrighty, you ready to go back to the house? We did stop in and unload the groceries. That's what we did in between. It's a little soft in here, and I gotta do something so we can swing semis around. And I was like, all right, I'll pull down into over here and I'll back it up over there. And I should have just went out in the field, turned around. Yeah. we're down over the hill a little bit. That's cool. Love to see it. So I'm just gonna let that sit right there, and then like when I got somebody, we'll just hook the 46 onto it and pull it back. I'm just spinning because the second it bottoms out back there, it's just pushing against itself. But yeah, good parking job. Okay, I did pull forward so we didn't look like we were as stuck, but the trailer's pretty cool. Well, we're not stuck, we're just not getting any traction. Then I realized, well, the seal there must be on its way out because as we see, it's all wet now. So put that on the list. It is what it is. You run something, something's gonna break someday. So are they in here? They gotta be in here. I got the window open for them. Sorry, bud. How's everybody doing? I did get you guys a big water trough today. What else did we get today? Water trough, some minerals, some pellets. Yeah, we got it all. So a float, so then we don't have to worry about it any longer. But alrighty, that's gonna do it for today. I actually gotta catch up on editing some videos. Somebody did right. I don't think anybody realizes how much time it does take to make these videos. And I did pencil it out based on what I got. By the time you get done actually filming something, like, it slows you down in the day, but it is cool to interact with you guys. And by the time I get done editing it, and when it's uploading and rendering and whatnot, exporting and uploading doesn't take very long here, but it's like 3 hours every day that I spend. So you start penciling that out and you're like, ooh, it is pretty wild. Some are longer, some are shorter, but on average I say 3 hours every day. So alrighty, the sun is out. Isaiah actually went north, went up to Mary Beth's place there, and I think he went up there. So, but well, we're gonna get done for the day, edit some video, probably edit 3 videos, get ahead, and I guess tomorrow we'll go Empire Farm Days and see what they got to show. So I appreciate you guys watching along, like and subscribe and being part of the channel. And ooh, look at how quick these things grow before we get done here. Another day or two, and tomorrow we're gonna pick that. Actually, if you don't keep an eye on everything, stuff grows really fast. So alrighty, got distracted. Appreciate you guys. See you on the next one.